To the Democrat voters of America, congratulations, you got your wish. Your leader has been installed, and evidently the ends justified the means. But all that glitters is not gold. And as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for. So let's check the scoreboard and see if you got what you wanted. Joe Biden said vote blue and $2,000 stimulus checks would go out the door immediately. Did you get those stimulus checks? No? Let's keep going. Your party pushed the concept of student loan forgiveness, but then Joe Biden rejected the student loan forgiveness plan pushed by many other top Democrats. So did you get student loan forgiveness? No? Let's keep going. Your leader said they had a plan to beat COVID, then turned around after being installed and said they could do nothing to change the trajectory of the pandemic over the next several months. So did they have some radical new plan? No? Let's keep going. In his recent town hall with Anderson Cooper, Joe Biden said he didn't have access to the COVID vaccine before he took office, even though he got the vaccine in December of last year and was on camera when he did it. So was what Joe Biden said true? No? Let's keep going. Your officials pledged to help reduce the cost of prescription drugs, but then signed a regulatory freeze on Trump's plan to reduce the cost of insulin and epinephrine. Of course, this was after the big pharma industry pumped $5.9 million into Joe Biden's campaign. So did your officials help reduce the cost of prescription drugs? No? Let's keep going. Your leaders pretend to be against racism, but didn't bat an eye when Biden said minorities couldn't get on the internet, didn't apologize when he said poor kids were just as bright and talented as white kids, and couldn't be bothered to condemn him when he said if black people didn't vote for him, they weren't really black. And on top of all that, BLM still hasn't gotten the meeting they requested with him over several months ago. So are your leaders really against racism? No? Let's keep going. Your operatives claimed they wanted to put Americans back to work, then proceeded to kill over 70,000 jobs by halting work on the Keystone XL pipeline on day one. So are your operatives putting Americans back to work? No? Let's keep going. You were verklempt over immigrant kids in cages during President Trump's first term. Cages built by Obama while Biden was his VP, by the way. But have no problem putting those same kids in tents in mini mobile storage units now that they're called temporary overflow facilities. So are you still mad about kids in cages now? No? Let's keep going. Your party wants to talk about unity, but has done nothing to tamp down the rhetoric against their own political adversaries. Going so far as suggesting we should be put in re-education camps, attempting to impeach Trump a second time, and trying to use doctored evidence to do it. So is your party really for unity and coming together? No? Let's keep going. The left talked about raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, but then barely a month after being installed, Joe Biden met privately with a group of mayors and governors to tell them that minimum wage increase likely was not going to happen after all. So did they follow through on giving you a minimum wage increase? No? Starting to see a trend here. Fact of the matter is, after the way you treated the president who only wanted to put you and your country first, don't be surprised when your new overlords put you and your interests last. Your party literally got it all. The White House, the House, and the Senate. You gave them your vote, and you got nothing in return, as usual. Those of us who tried to warn you this would happen before the election, quite frankly have no sympathy for those of you who thanked us for caring back then by literally spitting in our faces. And since playing by the rules clearly does not work with you, get ready for all the smoke. All day, every day. So to those of you proud of these failures of your own party, to those of you who refuse to admit you got played for fools, to those of you who have exchanged the ugly truth for comforting lies, in the words of your favorite globalist puppet, I have only one thing left to say to you. Clap for that, you stupid bastards. I'm Nemani Felder, and that was absolutely nothing but common sense.